graceful about Swami. I think when one lives in the spirit, action becomes refined. It so happened once Swami was with all of us and he was telling us something to be done. And he looked at me, and as soon as he looked at me, I promptly jumped up to speak to him. And he looked at me and he said, "Giraffe." He does not like those abrupt moments. If we are speaking on the podium and we overuse our hands, we would get chided. If as singers, you shake your head too much, Swami would chide us. There has to be refinement in action. That is still easily achievable. What about refinement in attitude, in the mind? Those are harder to achieve. About this refinement of thought, I have another small story to share. I think it was in my undergraduate days, and I don't know whether all teenagers go through this, but I definitely had my emotional seesaw. And so this was the low point of seesaw. Everything looked against. And I kept telling Swami, I don't think I'm up to any good. I am not going to make it. You have wasted your resources by, investing in a person like me. How can we ever achieve all this? And all this negative terrain of thoughts. And then, who is perfect? Nobody is perfect around us. Everybody is equally bad. So this was the general thought process. I used to have a habit of writing them down in a diary. I think even nature revolts against negativity, because what happened was I left my book in the playground and a cow had entered the campus and it went directly and started chewing on my book. So I ran and pulled the book out of the mouth of the cow, and a few pages went in and a few pages came out. Luckily, my notes were in my hands, and all this negativity I had written, the poor cow ate it. Now, I dare not think what it regurgitated later, but that's what happened. And we came to Prashanti Nilayam for darshan. So I was sitting in the darshan line, and Swami had decided to give us all namaskar that day. So everybody was put in rows, and Swami was walking between all of us. I had this habit that whatever I wrote to him, so I would give it to him. Now there was nothing to give because the cow, poor cow, ate it. And so I was thinking I'll try to recollect some points, at least give him a general gist, I have to report to my God. So I started writing down whatever I remembered. And suddenly I saw the orange robe in front of me. I looked up and Swami was standing right in front of me. And when he looked at me, I blurted out. I said, "Swami, cow ate." And Swami looked at me for 2 minutes and walked away. After he went to the end of the line, he turned abruptly, looked at me and said, "I saw." And then he went away. And this sentence, "I saw," tortured me for months, because what did he see? And in the thought process of what did he see, I discovered what he saw and what he did not like was the unnecessary negativity. God is positive energy. When we think negatively, we repel him, we distance him. Shakti, if she forgets Shiva, will go into a rampage of what is not necessary. So he always keeps saying, come back to the positive energy.